Hello, thank you for stopping by. My name is Becky and this is BecxReadz, and today we're gonna play Smash or Pass Indie Cover Edition. I saw April at Happily Ever April do a similar video to this, so I will have her video linked down below if you want to go check that out. But I thought it would be fun to ask some people for their favorite indie book of the year so far, and just based on the cover, would I smash on it or would I pass on it? So let's just pull up the recommendations that I got and get going. First up, I got Craving in His Blood by Zoe Draven. I don't know what this series is about. I think it's alien romance, but then again, he's got wings. I like the wings, I do. As for his face, no, I don't love it, but I would smash this because he's got wings and I like that, so we're gonna smash. Next up, my friend Yami sent this one. She said 4 Years Trapped in My Mind Palace was her favorite indie of the year, and I'm so glad that you loved this book. This is one of my all-time favorite books, and I went with this cover. And even though I love this book, I recommend it with all my heart. Definitely check it out. This cover isn't doing it for me. I do love the landscape and sort of the sunset imagery inside the head, but I wish his head was like almost 3D with this inside of him. So just based on this cover, I would have to say pass, but I do love the story. Smash on the story, pass on the cover. The next one I got was A Ship of Bones and Teeth by Karina Halley. Of course I'm going to smash this. I love this cover. I love the sunset at the top with the ship, and then at the bottom it's got like some kelp with some skeletons in it. It's very layered and I like that. It doesn't have any flowers on it or anything like that. So I love this cover and I also love the story. So we're gonna smash it and we're gonna smash it hard. Next up is The Bad Mothers Book Club. I had never heard of this book, and based on this cover, I'm gonna have to pass. I don't like this cover at all. I don't love the cover scheme. I don't like the feet pic. It looks like a cartoon cover and I don't dig it. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to pass on that. Next up, I got Tryst 6 Venom by Penelope Douglas. Now, I've heard of this book, but this cover is too busy for me. My eyes are not drawn to anything in particular on this cover except for Penelope Douglas's name. Like, I don't know where to look. Like, my eyes don't even go to the title of it. It's just too much going on this cover, so I'm going to have to pass on it. Next up, I got Sweet Obsession by S. Massery. I think this is a hockey romance based on the fact there's a puck on the cover. Is it also like a rock star? Or like a singer or something? Does like a hockey player fall in love with a singer? Because there's also a microphone. I don't love the flowers around this cover because I have a feeling that the flowers mean diddly shit to the story. That is what I hate about discreet covers. It's like, authors, you do know you don't have to put flowers around the edges of every discreet book cover that you make. You could have put something like ice shards or something around this. I don't know. But I am going to say I would smash this because it intrigues me with the hockey puck and the microphone. I want to know what's going on. Next, I got Out on a Limb. Now, this is one that so many people are loving. I'm going to smash this. I like that this has like a scenic cover to it, and I like the fact that the characters are facing away from me so I don't see their faces. It's not like a clip art cover people face with no actual facial features. That would drive me insane. And I like the details on this book. And it's very understated too. It's not overly bright or anything like that, and so it does capture my eye. So yes, I want to smash it. So next up, I got A Court of Sugar and Spice by Rebecca F. Kinney. I DNF'd this book. It was not the Nutcracker retelling I was looking for. But based on this cover, I'm also going to pass on it. I don't like all the flowers around the edge. I just got done expressing that. It gives nothing to the story, and quite honestly, from what I read of this story, the flowers again had diddly squat to do with the story. I do like it sort of has like a little peppermint hidden in there, I think. I like that aspect of it, but yeah, I would definitely pass on this just based on the cover. I mean, I did pick it up to read, but I didn't pick it up to read based on the cover. I picked it up to read because it was a Nutcracker retelling, so. But if I didn't know it was a Nutcracker retelling, I never would have even read it. Next, I got sent The Serpent and the Wings of Night by Carissa Broadbent. I'm gonna smash this one. And I'm gonna smash it because it is, again, a very muted cover. It's not overly bright. I like that it has a snake or a serpent on the cover. It looks like thorns maybe of some kind around the edge, so it doesn't have like flowery things on it. It gives me an idea that this is a fantasy, which I know it's a fantasy, but based on the cover, you know, you could get that vibe from it as well. And I like the title of this book. So, I'm gonna smash it. Next up, I got sent Even If It Hurts by Marnie Mann. I'm conflicted about this one because I don't typically like faces of real people on my cover. If she was an illustrated person, I might like her more. Not like a clip art person, but like a detailed, like digitally designed graphic artist type thing. I would like it more. I don't love that her hair is like this, like covering half of her face. Like, what is that about? Is she stuck in a windstorm or something? But what I do like about this is the color. It gives fall vibes, and I really like the color scheme of this cover. So even though I don't like the person on the cover, I will smash it. Next up, I got A Kingdom of Exiles. I'm gonna pass on this. I do like the color scheme of it. However, I don't love the silhouette book covers. They do nothing for me. Like, if you could make them a little 3D, give them a shadow, give it some depth to it, I would appreciate that. But this falls in line a lot with the 4 Years Trapped in My Mind Palace cover. It's just a silhouette of a face. And this doesn't tell me, it doesn't give me any sort of genre vibes. Like, is it historical? Is it fantasy? I literally don't know. I know nothing about this book. I've never heard of this book. It's just giving nothing. So, pass. Next up, I got Butterflies and Vicious Lies by Kylie King. I love this cover. I'm going to smash this cover. I am very drawn to books with bones on the cover, whether it's a rib cage or a hand or a skull or like feet bones or whatever. I don't know why, but bones on covers draw my eyes. So I love this. It's very understated once again. Like, I'm somebody who loves bright colors, but for some reason, understated book covers, they do something for me. I don't know. It just pulls my eye. I think it's because they stand out amongst like the brightly colored like book covers that you see in bookstores. So I have no idea what this book is about. Could be a dark romance. Could be a fantasy. I don't know. But I'm intrigued. Next up, I got Bone Island by Nicole Florina. I like the title of this book. I do. Bone Island sounds really intriguing. And I like the spider hanging down. But I'm gonna pass on this because even though it's an understated cover, it's not like brightly colored or anything like that. Nothing about it grabs my attention. It just looks like a very bland stock image looking cover. Nothing about it stands out other than the spider, so hard pass. Next up, I got Tattered Stars by Catherine Cowles. So this has people on the cover, which I'm not a big fan of unless their heads are chopped off. Like, I just don't like staring at people's faces on covers. But I am going to smash this, and I'm going to smash it because it has a landscape on it, and I am a sucker for books with landscapes on it. I love the depth of it, and I love how it's layered. You have the sky with the people, and then the mountain, and then you have the foreground with the author's name, and the people embracing gives me the impression that this is a romance, which I'm pretty sure it is. But yeah, I would totally smash this just based on the cover. Plus, I like the title, so. Next up, I got sent Zodiac Academy Book 2, I believe. I do not like these covers at all, so I'm going to pass. I'm going to pass hard. I also do not like the fact that it's set at an academy. School settings, I absolutely hate them. The cover gives me nothing other than this has something to do with Zodiac. And if I didn't know what it was about, just Zodiac Academy with the Zodiac on it would tell me nothing. So, hard pass on this one. Next up, I got sent Old Boys by Nick Spalding. I have never heard of this book. I do like this color scheme. I love that looks bright pink to me. Bright pink and black. Like, this is where my color blindness kicks in because I'm not 100% certain, but it looks bright pink to me. I like how the font of the title is bold, front and center. It looks like it has something to do with music, which I really honestly don't care about books that have anything to do with music typically because I'm not like a super music loving person. But based on this cover, I would smash it. I would, because I really like this cover. It draws my eye to it. And the last one I got was another Zoe Draven. Apparently I need to read some Zoe Draven because a couple people said it was their favorite indie of the year. And this is Captive of the Horde King. Now this one looks a lot more alien romance than the first one that I shared. Based on this cover though, I'm gonna have to pass on this one. I don't like this guy on the cover. I don't. He does nothing for me. He just looks like a overly muscled dude in a galaxy setting. So, no, pass. I want to thank everyone who sent me recs for this. I really appreciate it. Let me know down in the comments what has been your favorite indie book so far this year. And if you've made it this far in the video, could you leave me a black heart emoji? I don't know why. It's the first thing that came to my mind. And until my next video, thank you so much for watching and go read yourself an indie book for me. Bye!